Welcome everybody, hope everybody is doing well. Today gonna do a little something different. It's not embroidery, but this could be helpful to you if you do sublimation or things like that. Somebody recently asked in a comment if I could show how I do this because I did a short. Obviously shorts are edited, so she just wanted to see exactly how to do what we did, which is print a large image when you just have a regular sized Epson printer. So we'll go over a few things that are important in order to get a big image pretty much that we're just gonna tape together, but the details of it are these. First of all, whatever sheet size you're using, this is our sublimation paper. I threw away the box, but I think it's like 11 by 14.5 in inches. So make sure your canvas on Illustrator, Photoshop, whatever it is, that this part here is that size. Second thing you're gonna do when sizing up your image is making sure that it doesn't exceed the size of your press, your heat press. It could if you're doing certain things. We don't like to make it anything bigger than our heat press, which is 15 by 15, because usually we do blankets with this type of stuff. And the fibers of the blanket move like crazy. If you just shift it even a little bit, you'll get a line where you shifted that and your paper, even if it's taped up, it's gonna move and you'll get like a doubling in the picture as well. If it's not aligned, your image has shifted a little and now you get like kind of like a double of that. So that's why we stick to the 15 by 15 and we're golden. But this is how we do it. Got this image off of Google. Gonna put it on my baby boy's blanket. He's into Chucky right now. So first of all, reflect it, of course. I'm gonna crop this so there's no extra space and you get a more accurate size. Because if not, it counts this whole entire box as your size. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then here, we're just gonna make sure that the height or the width doesn't go past 15. So here it's telling me height is 13. And what you could do, so here it's pretty much, I'm pretty much capping out here at 13.6 in height. What you could do, since this image is more vertical than horizontal, what you could do, since it seems like that's as high as we could go on our page, but it's only 13.6, then you could flip it this way and then extend it all the way to the 15. Get this out the way. 15, 11, just like that. And now what I like to do is I like to double this image, copy paste, and then crop this one, the first one, to our limits of our paper. So only this part here. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print that one and then I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'll be moving that one. I'll put this one here, crop it, but now we're cropping this way here. Just like that. And you wanna leave some overlap here, so when you're taping it down, you could overlap it, just like this, and you'll have the complete image. So let me go ahead and print this out, and we'll press it onto some blanket. Check it out. Well, actually, let's go ahead and print. And here is where you want to make sure you have all your dimensions as well. Document and media, 8.5 by 14. Setup, I have to go to more settings when I print because I have my sublimation settings here, which is presentation paper matte, quality high, again, 8.5 by 14. Bidirectional printing. If right here it says fast printing, take that off. You want it to take its time and get a better quality picture. Put the paper. And print. Printing now, and when that one is done, I'll be moving that one over and then printing this one. You also want to be careful not to extend the image all the way to the edge because it does have a border. It won't print on anything that's really close to the edges of the paper, so just to be safe. Also, this image doesn't look that great for a blanket, you could get away with much more than if you're putting it on like, let's say a puzzle or a really flat surface. So here we have the two images. And now pretty much just cut off to where I'm showing the design. So taking off that border I was talking about. It doesn't have to be a straight line as long as you're getting rid of that white, because either way the image is overlapping. So we'll be fine. Nothing to it at this point. You just want to make sure everything is lined up correctly. I think it's all the way up here. Looks pretty good. Heat resistant tape, of course. I like to do the front there and then also along the back. And there we go. I have my heat press set at 380, so let's go ahead and press it. I have one corner of the blanket right here, tucked in over there, so the image is facing that corner. Also got to make sure, so we're going to be putting it like this, facing this way. And the print is the perfect size of my heat press. Sometimes I do 25 seconds, sometimes I do 35, just around that time. There we go. And here it is, our big print. On a blanket like this, it doesn't look that big because the blanket is huge, but that's how we do it. And see, even though the image was very pixelated, it looks nice on blankets. But that's it for this one. Just a quick little tutorial for that person that was wondering how I did large images like that. We'll be back real soon with some more embroidery. Appreciate you guys. Like and sub as always. Deuces.